Today, we are looking at hidden meanings behind the names of the top 5 best-selling cars of all time. This is a 2-part series, and in part 2, we will look at numbers 6 through 10 in the list. Have you ever wondered what Corolla actually means? It's Latin for small crown. Or what about the Volkswagen Passat? If you guessed a trade wind near the equator, you're right! Although many car names appear to be chosen at random, they each have a special significance that goes beyond appearances. Also, several have multiple interpretations, allowing you, the viewer, to decide. Alright, let's get started. First up, Toyota Corolla. As we mentioned, in Latin, Corolla means small crown, and is actually part of Toyota's tradition of using names derived from their vehicle, the Toyota Crown, introduced in 1955. The next car they made after the Toyota Crown was the Toyota Corolla, which means crown in Latin, and was actually initially exported as the Tiara before the name was removed. It's crazy to think how close we were to being able to purchase a car named the Tiara. Now circling back to the Corolla, Toyota Global is actually holding fast instead to an English botanical definition of Corolla. They say Corolla is the ring of petals around the central part of a flower. The name chosen was intended to evoke the image of a beautifully styled, eye-catching compact car. Next up is the Ford F-Series. Ford's F-Series has been the best-selling truck in the United States for more than 40 years. Although that point is without question, the F in the F-Series name is more open to interpretation. The most compelling reason an F precedes Ford's truck fleet is the F is a chassis model designation, going back to the vehicle type chassis standard with Ford assembly lines of the 20s into the early 50s. Ford used to label their assembly lines by letter designation. For instance, Model T, Model A, Model B, and then with Model F, you have the first generation Ford truck, which began post-World War II in 1948, starting with the Model F1. In 1953, the second generation adopted the F100, and the rest is history. Third is the Volkswagen Golf. Several Volkswagen models actually take their names from winds, such as Jetta, which is German for jet stream, Sirocco, named after the Mediterranean wind, and Polo, referencing polar winds. However, according to Volkswagen, it's a pattern that's more of a historical accident than a planned strategy. I guess we will take their word for it. Now, in regards to the Golf name, in particular, it isn't a type of wind, it's the German word for the Gulf Stream ocean current. It also happened to be the name of a key Volkswagen manager's horse, which appears to be the real inspiration. There you go! We hope you are enjoying our video so far. If you're liking what you are seeing, please take a second to hit the like or subscribe button. Fourth on our list is the Volkswagen Beetle. Not long after it appeared in the 1930s on German roads, the Volkswagen Type 1, the Beetle's original name, was dubbed the Käfer, or Beetle as a description of its contoured shell. That name survived the translation into English and dozens of other languages, and became the model's official moniker by the late 1940s. Other nicknames include the Bubble in Denmark, Coccinelle or Ladybug in France, and Turtle Car in Thailand. The Ford Escort is fifth on our list. The first use of the word Escort was on an estate car identical to the Ford Anglia 100e, but with a lower trim level. In 1968, the Escort name was applied to a small family car for Ford of Europe. The Escort was manufactured by Ford of Europe from 1968 until 2000 and was frequently the best-selling car in Britain during the 1980s and 1990s. The North American variant of the Ford Escort was introduced by Ford in 1980 to replace the Pinto, and then was itself later replaced by the Ford Focus. As to why the Escort name was used to begin with, the English verb of the word squire is to escort, as to accompany someone or something. Is there a connection? We may never know.
All right,
That concludes part 1 of our 2-part series on top-selling cars and the hidden meanings behind their names. We hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to subscribe or check out our other reaction and educational videos. Have a great day!